Hello darlings, welcome back. This is Charlie, author of Thank Goodness You Dumped His Ass, here with tip number 5 on how to attract a fabulous relationship, darlings. Okay, so what is tip number 5? Tip number 5 is all about defining who you really are so that you don't have to put on ridiculous accents and get-ups, although I have to admit that is my hat and I happen to love it in the right places. But define who you are, you guys. That is tip number 5. You've got to know what you bring to the table, and here's why. When you're out there trying to appear confident, you're talking about everything you don't need and everything that you're capable of doing, that is not so attractive as just being who you are, knowing who you are, and being able to share that person with the world. It's just like I say right in the intro of Thank Goodness You Dumped His Ass, Charlyism 101. Changing who you are, what you like, how you act, or how you speak will only attract a mate that you always have to be the other person with. And believe me, this is way more work than even at first appears. There is nothing worse than having to rehearse and remind yourself who you're supposed to be just in order to keep some sort of potential relationship going. It's a mess. You don't want to go there. It's a waste of your time. Here's the beauty of really understanding what you bring to the table. When you understand, and I'm talking inside qualities, and I'm not just saying, you know, what your 401k and what you're driving and what your job is, all those things, again, we already covered that. Those are bones, and while they play a role, they're not nearly as much about who you are as a person and what you really bring to a relationship. Because we have plenty of people getting divorced every single day and breaking up every single day who have great jobs and nice cars. It's clearly not those things that is going to keep a relationship intact. So remember, think about who you are as a woman. What are the qualities that you have? Are you understanding? Are you caring? Are you a good communicator? Are you a good problem solver? What are the things that make you you? Define what they are and really learn to appreciate them. When you can look at them and you can say it yourself and you don't need your friends to say it and you don't have to say, well, my friends say, and you know, my mom says, and people like to think this, and I like to think this, those are all really weak ways to present yourself. But when you can actually define, this is who I am, and this is what makes me a fabulous, fabulous woman. Then when you're out there engaging, you'll just already own that part about yourself. You won't need to prove it. You won't need to state it. You'll just know it. And it will help you be more curious about the men that you're engaging with so that you're not trying to sell yourself to a partner, in a sense, that isn't even a contender for the relationship that you want. Does that make sense? Pick up a copy of Thank Goodness You Dumped His Ass, and I go through that whole process of really understanding how to love you first and trade in that concept of self-love for something that's much more powerful and proactive that's going to permeate through all the days of your life. Cheers to your best relationship ever.
Thank goodness that you dumped him, baby. Thank goodness that you dumped him, girl. Thank goodness that you dumped him, baby.